Hi there everybody, my name is Dave, I'm a tech reviewer, and you guys are all here for the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro. And you're in luck, today I have an in-depth breakdown and first impressions look at just that. Let's jump right in. The Buds Plus are just a tad bit bigger than the Buds Pro. Now compared to the Beans of course are a much longer, slimmer profile, while the Buds Pro are a bit more round, a bit more bulky, but not in a bad way. I actually found that the ergonomics and shape of the Buds themselves fit incredibly well in my ear. If you're asking me for preference, I do prefer how the Live fit in my ear better, but the Pros still fit really well in the ear, and I was able to wear them for about 2 hours just around the house, listening to music, doing house chores. I had no earaches, no pain, no uncomfortability. You twist them, get the nice seal, and honestly, they're really comfortable. The Buds Pro case charges via USB-C. There's no brick included, but you do get the USB-C charging cable. In terms of water resistance, the Buds Pro are IPX7 rated, which basically means you're safe up to 3 feet of water. Now the Buds Pro sport a 5-hour battery life that's extended to 18 hours when you include the battery charging that the casing offers. Now I've used these for about 2 hours straight today, just doing some things around the house. Cleaning out the refrigerator is mostly what I was doing, and I noticed that the battery dropped about 15% every single hour that I was using it. The Buds Pro case also comes with color indicators letting you know how much battery is left in the case itself. So if you're seeing green, you know that you have at least 60% battery life, that's between 60 and 100%. Yellow means that you have anywhere between 30 and 59% battery. If you see red, that means you're beneath 30%, and if it's flashing red at you, that means, hey, charge me, we're less than 10%, about to run out of juice. And wireless charging works here as well. This casing here is really sleek, and actually earlier today I gave them to my dad so he could try them out, and the first thing he said was how nice the case felt. And has a little bit of that nice premium heft to it. Small anecdotal thing, something that I noticed and he noticed as soon as he held the case. It's pretty nice. Easily fits into a pants pocket or a jacket pocket, and the magnets in there that are holding the buds in themselves is pretty darn strong. I've been able to kind of rattle those up and down pretty hard, and the buds don't fall out. They're in there pretty snug. So for those of you who are concerned about opening this in public and them just sort of falling out, it's going to take a lot of well-concerted effort for that to happen. Now pairing your Buds Pro to your Samsung device is just as easy as it was in the past, just as easy on the Buds Plus, the Buds Live. You just crack open the case and your phone's going to detect that there are Buds Pros there. You follow the prompts, it leads you into the application, and you're good to go. Now in terms of the application, everything there is laid out in a very clean format. Nothing there is too confusing, and there are a couple of things there that I am really a big fan of. There are a few things in the application that you can customize and tweak, such as the touch functions. Right out of the box, a single press is going to pause or play your music, a double tap is going to skip to the next track, a triple tap is going to go to your previous song, and when you hold down the button, this is where you get into a little bit of fun and customizability. Holding it down, you can activate your assistant, you can lower or increase the volume, or you can have it cycle through your noise cancellation or ambient modes, and you can customize both ears. So say on the left hand side, when you hold it, you want to cycle through your modes for the noise cancellation or ambient mode, or just off, you can do that. And say in the right ear, you really want to activate your assistant with that one, you can do that. If you're enjoying the video thus far, a thumbs up goes a long way to helping me out here on the channel. And if you're looking for more Buds Pro content, I'd consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell so you can stay up to date. We have a lot more videos coming up in the pipeline this week, comparisons with the Buds Plus and the Buds Live, as well as a full review. And at this point in the video, let me know in the comment section down below any questions that you guys have, the talking distance, the sound clarity. I'll be sure to answer those questions in a follow-up video or in the full review. There's also a gaming mode that will lower your latency while you're watching something, playing a game. You can also block the touch functions on your earbuds. So if you're doing something with your hands and you're afraid to pause a song, skip a song while you're doing something, you can block the touches completely and you don't have to worry about that. And you can also have the Buds read your notifications aloud, which is pretty handy. It'll read your text, your calls. If you have an alarm coming up or something in your calendar, it'll read them to you. You can also hook up the Buds Pro to Bixby, as well as seamless pairing between different devices. Now the noise cancellation, these is actually pretty darn good. I was pretty impressed. Earlier, again, when doing chores, I was jamming out, cleaning out the refrigerator, and the refrigerator beeps whenever I leave it open too long. I couldn't hear that, and also my sister came downstairs to let me know that it was open and that it was beeping, and I couldn't hear her at all. With a nice, really good seal, the noise cancellation is actually really impressive in these. I don't know if I could say that they're like the absolute best on the market, but they're pretty darn good. Now when it comes to your noise cancellation, you can actually toggle that on high or low. And now this isn't going to block out your dog barking, or if you're walking down the street, a car that's honking its horn at you or anything like that, but really for those lower register sounds. So say like the fans in your bathroom or kitchen, the buzz of your refrigerator or freezer, things like that. Now the ambient mode impressed me a ton. There are different levels here that you can customize from low all the way to really high, and this is something that I underestimated. I had it set to high, and at first I thought it was cool. I can kind of hear like a little bit more of the white noise, some of the little creaks in the floor around me, but I didn't think anything of it. Went to go walk outside my door, I bumped into the doorknob by accident, and the doorknob was startling. It was incredibly loud. It actually scared me. I jumped and I'm looking around to see what that sound was. Just a doorknob. Now when it comes to how loud these are and the sound quality, undoubtedly they're louder than the Buds Plus, and I feel like these get just to the maximum peak, the threshold of what I would consider too loud. But if something loud is happening around me, I can crank it up that extra 20% with the tight seal, noise cancellation. Honestly, it's sufficed for what I've needed it for thus far. Now when it comes to the sound quality, these things are really impressive. Of course, in the application you have the built-in EQ, you have your normal, your bass boost, your soft, dynamic, your clear, your treble boost. The soft is going to help bring down some of those highs. The dynamic is going to give you a much larger range. The bass boost is awesome, and the bass in these is really, really good. I was impressed by that. And the bass boost, again, you get that tight seal and your ears are just thumping. It's really nice. Clear is really good if you're looking to get those nice, clean vocals. Dynamic EQ on this has been really impressive. The highs they're able to get out of these earbuds are great, and especially when listening to say like a lead singer hit their high note, these things really don't struggle. The quality of these is really, really good. I threw a pretty large range of different genres at the earbuds, some classical, some jazz, some R&B, some hip hop, and it performed really well in every single genre. Thumbs up for the sound. Now something that's impressed me a ton is the voice detect feature, which works in your noise cancellation mode and your ambient sound mode. And basically the way that this works is that you're going about your day listening to your music. When the buds detect that someone is speaking to you, it's going to lower the volume of your music so that way you can have a more engaged conversation with that person. Now, I know I mentioned earlier I wasn't able to hear my sister, and I should have because this was on. Well, when I checked it, it was actually off. I was worried that the buds weren't working properly, or maybe they just didn't work well at all. But when I checked, I had them toggled off. But every time that I've had them toggled on, when I begin speaking or someone next to me begins speaking, they lower. You can still hear the music, but it's just slow enough where you can hear the music and also engage in the conversation with the person that's next to you. Oh, and be sure to check out my buddy Jeff at Digital Slang. We actually met for the first time ever today. He's a great guy. He was the first guy on the internet to have his hands on the Buds Pro. He's the tech reviewer much like myself. If you guys go check him out, let him know in his comment section that Dave sent you. The connectivity, the range, the microphones, the battery life, I'll be covering all of those in the full-length review. If you have any questions that you're wondering about the Pro that I didn't cover in this video, let me know. I might make a separate video, or I might include it in the review. If you're looking for more Samsung content, I have a playlist over here or right over there. Or if you're looking for Apple content or tech reviews in general, those are here or there, or they're somewhere. Thanks for stopping by. You may have an awesome day, and peace, love, adios. Bye.